Hello, Homestuck peeps. I apologize for eating on the camera, but I'm really hungry, and this matar paneer is delicious. Indian food is amazing. This is Amy's, actually, the organic frozen food. I was just looking for something matar paneer because I really wanted goat cheese. So, I will attempt not to read with food in my mouth, but I'm really hungry. So, thug ass kitten for our Homestuck adventure. There's something I wanted to mention, and now I don't remember what it was. Oh well, I'll probably figure it out at some point. So, let's insert card with the CD on the slot. It seems like a great idea. You put the card in the slot and stick the shunt in the jumper pins. Nothing happens. You might need to stick a punch card in there, probably allowing the holes in the card to affect the flow of current through the circuits. And to punch cards, you'll need to get a Designex somehow. Insert disk into computer. What does it do? Non-show party? She's like ready to fucking take those things on. Install software. Rose, you frighten me. Stroke client. Inventing rubber hoists, relating pull reflectors, updating vises, persuading bulbs. Esper, what is you doing? Graduating chain sealants, publicizing ether remotes, governing archetype dimmers, launching manifestation systems. Plugin detected. Installing gristor.exe. It's an executable. Grist-torrent. What? You can fucking torrent and grist? That is amazing. I approve. I approve immensely. I'm not really sure how it analogs to it. But neat. Illegally pirate some of John's shale. You start leeching off John's shale at a pace of 4 grist per second. Not the fastest download rate, but then again, you don't need a whole lot. In 1 second, you already collect enough for a punch Designex. Very good. Download a bunch of grist from John. He has plenty. You set the application to leech off John's spilled grist because he's obviously got too much for his own good. It cuts the download rate in half, though. Well, that's not really torrenting in the strictest definition, because you wouldn't be taking it from him. You would be receiving what is essentially a copy of it. I describe to people torrents are like remote zip files, essentially. And you're receiving copies of pieces of it to put together your own version of the file. But, okay. Wait. You guide the heir. Consult with him. Was he identified strictly as the heir? Because I don't remember if he was. I could be right, I could be wrong. I have no memory whatsoever, and we all know this. Ectobiologist, EB began pestering tentacle therapist, TT. Rose, are you there? I went through the gate. Nana said you might be here too. Are you in kind of this spooky glowy place with oily rivers and stuff? Let me know, okay? I guess one could use those words to describe it, if armed with a predilection for the inapt. Blah blah blah. Okay, what words will you use, Miss Wordy Pants McSmarty blah? Eerily iridescent? I certainly don't see any oily rivers. There's an ocean, though. I haven't found an ocean yet, but I don't know, this place is really big. It's like a whole planet down here. Oh man, which reminds me, I just got hounded by a troll. Yes, one of them is bugging me now. I thought it was odd timing. Yeah, well, they say they want to be friends. Also, they're playing Esper, but like, not the same session as ours or something. Oh, also, they're moving backwards in time, which sounds really retarded, but whatever. Color my curiosity piqued, I guess. Yeah, I guess answer him if you want. Or not. But anyway, it's great you made it here alive and stuff. So Dave came through? Eventually. Pardon the envy I'm about to vent in your direction. For what? For finding yourself at the mercy of a rational orchestrator. Oh, yeah, I'd feel kind of weird if Dave was watching me too. You don't feel weird when I watch you? Rose, I feel weird when you're just talking to me. When you're watching me, it's like the weird frosting on the big weirdo cake. I can't see you now, for what it's worth. Yes, I'm free! Okay, I'm going to go over this river and through these woods. You talk to your troll, I guess. We'll compare notes later. Okay, bye, John. Who is this bothering you? I get to pull out my fun voice. Yes! This is my really, really shitty Sarah Silverman imitation because my headcanon voice for this person is Vanellope von Schweetz, obviously. Gallows Calibrator, GC, began trolling Tentacle Therapist, TT. Hey, Lalonde, stop crying in your mom's beverage. She hates you and has left you forever. Now I'm confused. On the surface, this appears to be another contrivance from the troll desperate to offend. But John said you wanted to be friends. And if you knew me, I suppose your remark could be construed as a ploy to illicit agreement, and soon rapport. Not that it would work, actually. Not that it would actually work. What am I doing? God, you really do talk too much. So which is it? Oh, your text smells good. Is that lavender? You smell words? You don't? Right, aliens, I forgot. Yeah, it's easy to forget, given our rapport, and how much we really have in common. I forgot that you humans actually communicate with speech instead of releasing clouds of fragrant gases and smelling each other's sentences. Gross. So gullible. You'll believe anything I tell you. Of course we talk, dummy. Still not sure if I'm being courted or trolled here. I'm going to go with the latter. I hate you all quite a lot, but I think the others will eventually realize that I'll be mutually beneficial for all of us to work together. And so they'll probably be all friendly like later on. By later on, you mean now? Yeah, that's probably what John was hearing. And maybe they'll even mean it and want to be friendly. But I intend to stay pissed at you forever, even if I seem helpful. Then you're in luck, because you don't. No, but I will be. The fact that I will be helpful is an immutable fact I am stating for the record. It does not mean friendship is what is taking place here. What are you doing, JC? John was told you were moving backwards through time. Was he gullible to believe this? Or is the fact that I'm asking just further indication of my own gullibility? Feel free to continue shifting the definition of the word to suit your convenience. We haven't even been talking to you for long, like a few minutes from my perspective. If there are some of us who decided to start talking to you at the end of your adventure right off the bat, instead of at the beginning, like what's logical, then that's their own stupid business. I'm staying linear, 'cause weird time stuff gives me a headache. Oh, also it's pointless. Alright, let's continue milking my human gullibility and say I believe you. You're the sensible one who's decided to communicate with us in a linear lockstep with our timeline in order to help us out. How can you help me? You just entered your medium, right? Yes. Okay. Does it seem like there is a subtle voice in your head urging you to do things? Yes. It's not so subtle, actually. Yes! For me, too, is more loud and clear than for the others. You see, we are meant to be best hate friends forever. I can't make... I guess it would be this. It would be like Ashen War Allegiance. A beautiful soul grudge this cosmic was surely authored by the constellations. A beautiful soul grudge this cosmic was surely authored by the constellations. They all thought it was crazy. It turned out we were all in our own ways. I'm switching words around like I always do. Ignore me. That helped us realize the particular destinies the game put together for us, in the vocabulary of, like, the hyper-flexible mythology tailors to each player group. You mean, for instance, if a player were to learn she was a seer? Yeah, exactly. Seer of mind, page of breath, knight of blood, maid of time, etc., etc., etc. 12 for us, but obviously 4 for you. Every session is different. And this voice? Oh yeah, it's an exile. Exiled from what? It took us forever to figure this out, because they aren't meant to be an obvious aspect of the game. They're on your dead planet, just like they're on ours. Years after its reckoning, their role to help you on your quest in some ways. Their role is to help you on your quest in some way. I'm not following what she's saying here. They're on your dead planet, just like they're on ours. Are they referring to a different set of exiles? Or the same set temporarily duplicated? I guess I won't really know. Their role is to help you in your quest in some ways. The obvious way is by directly guiding your actions. But maybe the more important ways are these little things they do, probably without even realizing it. Actions that complete loops in the timeline. Cogs in paradox space. Paradox space. Oh, hell. Listen, the universe will eat paradoxes for breakfast, and so will this game. Get used to it. By now you should realize this whole mess was a big self-fulfilling clusterfuck, a huge, orgiastic Mobius double reach-around. I'm starting to see that. So the exiles are on Earth? Does that mean our goal is to get back there too? To resurrect it somehow? No. See, ironically, they get to do that. After they're done helping you, that is. Your job is of greater consequence, to say the least. But part of their job is to rebuild life and civilization there. And if they're successful, in thousands or millions of years, the technology is unearthed and the planet is ripe for seeding all over again. You never answered the question. Where were they exiled from? From the two kingdoms in the sympathy. Expatriated during the reckoning. Former agents. What are agents? I think this will be more constructive if I contact you again in a little while, when you know more, and I don't have to explain so much. When? In a couple of seconds. For me. But not for you, sucker. Gallows Calibrator, GC, cease trolling tentacle therapist, TT. If you're wondering how I'm so easily able to read her text as opposed to everybody else's, I'm fluent in elite. And she types the most elite-like out of all of them. There's a certain character who I know I'm going to be just stumbling over everything they say, because the way they type is really confusing to me. But this is easy. Definitely easy. Meanwhile, the past pulls a mean double reach around. And Skiba eats her paneer. So we jump back in time. Quite a bit back in time. Ghosty Trickster, GT, began pestering Garden Gnostic, GG. Hey, happy birthday, Jade. Yay, thank you, John. Phew, okay, I got your present in the mail just on time. Plus I sent Rose's and Dave's, too. Why do you guys' birthdays all gotta be bunched together like that? You were running me ragged. Oh, jeez. I can't wait for you to see what I got you. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but hopefully it will help you solve those problems you've been having lately. Mysterious wink. I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. Did I miss that line? I think I missed this line. Okay. You're running me ragged. I know, but it is nice of you to think of us all like that. Jumping. I'm sure it is great. I can't wait either. It might take a while to get here from there. But it'll be worth the wait. Oh man, I'm such an idiot. I forgot how long it takes to get you stuff. Ugh. So that's okay, really. I'm sure it will get to me exactly when it needs to, and it'll be a nice surprise when it does. Okay, well, I hope so. Hold on. Carcinogeneticist, CG, began trolling Garden Gnostic, GG. Wait, goddammit, don't block me. I mean, not that blocking me would do anything, but just listen. What do you want? I just have to deliver a message, and then I'll go. It's a message from you, so you probably ought to listen. This is nonsense. Every time I believe something you say, you laugh at me and call me a gullible human. It's so childish. Okay, fine, I admit it. I completely shit the bed here. I get that. And I can't promise I won't keep trolling you, because I will, in weeks or months or whatever. I'll keep giving you a hard time, but see, that won't be present me. That's past me from like half an hour ago or so when I was more hot and bothered about all this, okay? I don't know what you're talking about at all. It's another prank. Whatever, fine. Think it's a prank. As long as you remember this conversation. See, we're trying to talk to you in the future, and it's important, but you won't answer us. So we talk to you way in the future to ask how to get in touch with not-so-future you. Are you following? No. She said to talk to you now and tell you this. You know your robot? Do you mean the robot you think is stupid? The one you've mocked me for having on a number of occasions? Yeah, well, I still do think your robot is stupid, but that's beside the point. Later on, it will blow up for some reason. It doesn't matter why. This is the worst prank you've ever pulled. Quiet! Anyway, when it happens, you won't know what to do. The thing to do is to contact us, and we'll tell you what to do. Why should I do that? Because that's what you told us to tell you. Whatever. Believe me, don't believe me, I did my job. I'm out of here. Carcinogenesis CG, ceased trolling Gardenostic GG. So then repeats of previous conversations happen here. Pranksters and whatnot. Poor Carcat was trying to figure out how to do this. He was all like, how do I make you in the past listen to me then? And she's like, oh, just, tell her this, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, past Jade is like, no, 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 no. And he's all like, that's not working. Nothing is working. You guys really shouldn't have gone about it. You should go about it in the way that GC did it, because she was on the right track. And y'all are fucking up big time. Idiots. Lovable idiots, but idiots nonetheless. And that's why I was gritting my teeth in the last line. I'm good at that. The package from your pen pal appears again. You've been wondering when it was going to show up. It has been months since you last worked on it. Hopefully your friend has made the final modifications you require. You'll have to mail it soon so it reaches John in time. Yay! Oh man, this is gonna be fun. Gallows Calibrator, GC, began trolling Ghosty Trickster, GT. Lol. Well, I guess you're not too bad a troll if this is all you do. Just laughing and stuff. John, why would you laugh at a blind girl? You have no idea how much you disgust me. You're a total disgrace to the field of ectobiology. If we ever meet, I'm going to cut your throat and listen to you bleed while I smell you die. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Yellow's Calibrator, he sees trolling Ghosty Trickster. GT. You think it's time to change your chum handle. To what, though? Gotta be something they'll never suspect. What was that thing she said you were a disgrace to? You have kind of a hard time reading that shitty leet speak in spite of your awesome hacker cred. John. All you have to do is go read Mega Tokyo back in its heyday. That's how I learned leet speak. I love you. You beautiful thing. Follow the agent. Ow. Oh. You have arrived in a very bad place. You have followed the authority regulator into enemy territory. It is a risky move, and this dark palace makes you very uncomfortable. But it is imperative you press on and recover that parcel. You are brought along a parking citation. If confronted, you will say you are only here to deliver payment and leave. You have no idea where you're going. You are too nervous to ask. I like, questionably Diamonds drew cat ears? That is a very red carpet. You take a turn somewhere and find an especially regal-looking red carpet. You wonder where it could possibly lead. That doesn't look too friendly. That is not a friend. That is far from a friend. I would not trust that if it showed up in my bedroom. The Black Queen directs you to the office of the art agent. He is in charge of the most tedious paperwork around here. Of most of the tedious paperwork around here. It is the most tedious. Rose, I must leave now. Watching what Nana's been doing with those cookies. This is the last you'll hear from me. Find your sprite. Realize your purpose. You return to a more typical mindset. You suddenly feel empowered to make important decisions on your own without supervision, parental or otherwise. Sip martini thoughtfully. Such as this one. A tiny sip couldn't hurt. Ugh. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, martinis are fucking disgusting. Like, I had a gingerbread martini at Outback. Fun fact about Skiba. Skiba is 21. Skiba has been able to drink since, for about a year now, actually. It's almost my birthday. Skiba will be 22. Hooray. I'm actually allergic to alcohol. Which sounds strange, but it happens. Basically when I drink, I get an instant hangover. I get flushed, headachy, sick to my stomach, and just really uncoordinated and wanting to just throw up forever. And that's like not even 15 minutes after drinking something alcoholic. But, I had a gingerbread martini because I wanted to have something that tasted good. And let me tell you, gingerbread and heavy amounts of salt. See, for those of you who don't drink or don't know much about martinis, the rim of the glass is salted for reasons I can't quite figure out. So when you go to put your mouth on it, you get a mouthful of salt. It's not pleasant. And then whoever made my drink, it was like 90% alcohol, so it didn't even taste like gingerbread. It was like drinking rubbing alcohol. It was really nasty. So, a 13-year-old girl would not like that, especially because her sense of taste is probably really strong. That's just, it's salty, and, I don't know, if just take a whiff of rubbing alcohol, it tastes like that shit smells. I only like drinking alcoholic beverages that don't taste like alcohol, like strawberry daiquiris and blended drinks. A windswept questant suddenly appears. Very pretty. In front of the eggy thingy. Command John to put the carved tablet into a pyxis. You follow the command telling you to command John to put the carved tablet in the pyxis and type, John, put the carved tablets into the pyxis. You successfully do that, and he successfully does that too. Everyone is friendly and cooperative. Yay! Egg! What the hell was that? It almost sounded like a huge egg appeared in the sky and landed, then someone mysterious teleported out of it. That's really, really good hearing. Locate the Arc Agent. You find the agent's office, but he is nowhere to be found. You eye something on the desk there. I see those windows. They look suspiciously like the thing that was on Jade's desk, actually. Grab the box and run! If you act quickly enough, maybe you can grab the package and get out of here before— Can I help you? Mr. Noir tells you that ticket, it better be notarized and punched in triplicate and presented with a full $1 penalty plus processing fees, or you are wasting valuable time he could otherwise spend shirking his clerical duties. Ticket? Oh, this thing. Look at that. You were holding a ticket. How did that get in your hand? It belongs on the desk with the others. No, you are not here to pay a parking ticket. You explained to the frightening man that you are here to pick up that green parcel. Jack makes it clear he would rather stab something to death than process the avalanche of paperwork needed to release the confiscated freight. Also, any legit courier would have the pickup forms ready to go. In spite of how he's supposed to be dressed now, but isn't, he ain't nobody's fool. Jack Chan, you are violent. Poor Jack Chan. But perhaps an understanding can be reached. He gives you a hit list. Huh? Bring him the crowns. He'll give you the box. But she's too sweet to do that. Wait a minute. Does she actually have breasts? Or is that just the way her fabric is? Because those look like boobs. But I thought that, you know, she was... Well, maybe it's just the drapes she's wearing. Alright, examine package. The parcel mistress departs with her mission of double agency. You wonder if she'll actually be so foolish as to attempt to uphold her end of the lopsided bargain. You make a policy of handing out a regisord and a hit list to just about everyone who enters your office, but you never think anyone's actually going to go through with it. You wish you could watch. She's a dead woman. You wonder why she's so desperate to acquire this package. What could be inside? Open it. It's porn. It's dirty, raunchy, filthy hearts. Punch some cards. That is crammed in there. Shit. This is a blender. You've leached more than enough grist from John to afford a punch design X, which for some reason Jade put in the hallway, making it kind of hard to walk through your apartment, but whatever. You also have plenty of grist for messing around with the alchemiter to manufacture some new gear if you want. But you'd like to figure out what that jumper block does first. Jade keeps dropping a weird assortment of objects for you to capture, log, and punch. You've given up trying to identify any rhyme or reason for the thought process behind it. She's a bit like the birdie she revived. Put a punched card in the shunt. You put the punched blender card in the shunt just for the hell of it, and stick it in the jumper pins. The alchemiter is fitted with a blender upgrade. This upgrade doesn't seem all that useful. Looks like all it does is grind up your totems. Use a punched Game Bro magazine card. The alchemiter is upgraded with a huge metal bust of this awesome bro. The device has been reduced to an utterly useless heap of shit. Time to yank out all the shunts and start over. Draw the punch design X. Your inscrutable thought process leads you to draw the punch design X on your scribble pad. The pad recognizes the drawing, but there is no design X around, and even if there was, it would obviously be way too big to capture log. Instead, the ghost image of the design X is captured along with its captcha code on the back. Send the code to Dave. Dave, here, punch this code. L229BXOG. And then put it in the jumper shunty thing and see what it does. Okay. Punch code and put it in the jumper shunty thing. So I guess this is just a built-in design X, which is sort of cool, I guess. Since I won't have to go downstairs and bang the hallway door into the thing and squeeze through every time I want to punch a card. Because of course you couldn't have put it next to the alchemiter in the first place. Then I have to go downstairs anyway to make totems and get cruxite and stuff. So, who really cares? Well, I think this is the only way to consolidate all the gizmo features. Hang on, I'll give you some more codes. Draw the holopad. You don't have nearly enough grist to deploy the holopad, whatever it does. Maybe you can get it as a freebie upgrade to the alchemiter. Looks like it worked! You love your scribble pad. Upgrade alchemiter with holopad. The totem pedestal is converted into a holographic projector and projects an image of the item the punch code represents. This seems useful for previewing an item the code will produce without spending the grist on it. You test it out with a blender card. But it still renders the alchemiter unusable, at least without further upgrades. Draw the totem lathe. I wonder how she was able to draw that. Damn, I like his. It's like all handy-like. You capture the lathe ghost image and apply the upgrade. Now the holopad projects a hologram of the totem the punch card will create. This appears to turn the alchemiter into a one-stop shopping hub. You just punch a card, stick it in, and get your item. Nice! Draw the jumper block. You get the code for the jumper block extension to upgrade the alchemiter with the jumper block extension? Okay, that's kind of a crappy drawing, but it seemed to work anyway. Upgrade. This is getting a little abstract, but appears to economize in space. Now all I have to do is stick a card in the slot to apply an upgrade. Don't have to bother with the shunts anymore. Really? It's like you fuse the two together and you make that? Draw the IntelliBeam laser station? This thing looks kind of complicated. Damn it. Is that from Armored Core? Looks familiar. Captcha log enlarger. You grab the enlarger from your dismantled photography lab. Upgrade. You apply the enlarger upgrade. Damn. Draw air conditioner on roof. You ghost capture the huge air conditioner and give Dave the code to mess around with. Yes, this cannot possibly go wrong, my darlings. I'm just going to keep going for like 35 minutes. Make air conditioner unit. Oh, cool. Size of the object you make is now variable. The bigger, the more expensive, as one would expect. You make a tiny air conditioner. This was totally not a waste of time. I had to know what he was going to do with it.